Hey everyone, David Burgess here again with Keller Williams Realty. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a lovely Christmas. It's been absolutely freezing here over Christmas. I cannot even tell you how cold it's been. Probably nowhere near as cold as what your Christmas has been if you are watching this video from out of state or overseas or whatever, but we're just not geared up for this in Florida. We've acclimatized, we didn't sign up for this. It's been the coldest Christmas I can remember. But anyway, moving on. Housing expectations for 2023 on the west coast of Florida from Tampa down to Sarasota. What's been going on towards the end of 22 and how is the market shaping up? How do I foresee things going through 2023? Stick around and we'll be going over all of the good stuff that hopefully will bring you some insight to where things are going over the next few months and hopefully some good opportunity for you moving forward. Now, firstly, before I go any further, I believe I did say in my previous video, or one of my previous videos, that one of my next videos was going to be discussing the best opportunity for new construction communities and houses and things. And it's been really difficult to put a video like that together. So I've left that for my YouTube Shorts. And if you haven't been watching my YouTube Shorts, just go to the channel and click YouTube Shorts, and you'll be able to see a few of those videos that I've put together. I've been trying to just basically put those in a little video with 1 minute max, because that's the amount that I can put together in a YouTube short, and just show you as much as I possibly can. If I try to do too much of that, it becomes a really hard and difficult video to put together. If, for example, I was going to say where are the best opportunities across Tampa or across Sarasota, and in all honesty, I'm not seeing much that is spectacularly discounted or you know, that is a tremendous offer that you have to jump on right away. There's great deals out there, but they're in like, you know, it's for like one home, or it's just for one community that I can pretty much put together in 1 minute video rather than try to cram it all together with a load of other stuff. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you know, click the bell icon for notifications for every time I'm doing those YouTube shorts, because I am trying to do a couple, even three, up to three a week now, if I can. So there's so much easier for me to put together, and if I see a great deal or a great opportunity, I will stitch it together within a day. I can do a voiceover and get a great opportunity out to you right away. So yeah, that's just my reasoning for why I didn't do that video, and where to look if you are looking for great opportunities here and there. Yes, it's shorter content, it's a bit of a brief overview and not the full picture, but you can always just reach out if you'd like more information. So 2023, how are we shaping up? Well, it's you know, listen, it's been a slowdown. Look, the sales have definitely slowed down, but it's been like that for the last 7 or 8 months now, guys. It's been a very slow market. It's been a standoff from buyers kind of waiting and hoping for prices to come down and down and down, and they really haven't in general. Yes, they have here or there, and in certain areas, you're definitely seeing more of that than others. But in the hottest communities, the hottest locations, you are not seeing a big drop in prices. And I have seen some videos lately, some real clickbaity videos of Florida housing market is crashing and Florida prices are coming down. And look guys, if that was happening, I promise you I would put that content out right away, but I'm just really not seeing it, and there's no stats really to show that and back that up. Yes, houses are sticking around on the market for longer. You know, I've got a listing at the moment which is a great home. It's got a dock, it's on the water. You've probably seen it on my YouTube channel. It's just not really getting a lot of interest, but that's a mixture of, yes, interest rates are still higher, the market has been cooler, and it's the time of year as well. It's going to be interesting to see how that is looking over the next 2 or 3 months, because I think the market is definitely going to pick up soon. It has to. It's just been slow lately, but we've still been selling homes. We've still been selling, you know, resale homes and new construction homes, just not en masse like we have been over the last 2 or 3 years. And there's still a lot of buyers out there waiting for the right deals, and obviously people are still wanting to buy homes here in Florida. So yes, I'd love to come to you and say prices are going to come tumbling down, and stick it out, and you know, just really hold on and wait for that to happen. But I just don't really see it, guys. I really don't, especially with new construction homes. You know, with new construction homes, you have to remember that if people are under contract for a home, they're not going to start selling homes for less than what other people around them have got under contract for. Not the base price of the home, at least. What they're going to do is they're going to offer incentives. They're going to offer a discount off design, incentives, a closing cost credit. That's where you're going to see money and great deals, is behind the scenes. You're going to see that money that is kind of hidden away, that isn't so much on show. Because you can imagine how you would feel if you had bought a home and your neighbors came along and bought a very, very similar home 6 months later, but they paid $50,000 less for it, $75,000 less for it. The builder is going to get so much aggravation for that. And yes, we have seen that before. We did see that in 2008, but we haven't seen it outside of then. We have not. That is the only time we've seen it. And this isn't 2008. It just isn't. And I know there are so many people out there that are kind of hoping that it is, but we live in very, very different times right now. And yes, we're definitely back to like a pre-COVID market where it's like more normal times now. But we're not in a foreclosure market, short sale market, houses being just kind of given away basically. So yeah, you know, that is where we're at right now. But I want to go over a few other things, certainly what builders are doing. So stick around, and I'm going to just go over what builders are doing, where the best opportunities are, and where the best locations are if you are looking for the lowest price homes with probably the more incentives. So where I'm seeing the best opportunities for new construction homes is definitely still in and around the Parish and Palmetto areas. If you've looked at any of my YouTube shorts, I've just helped a couple from Utah. They got 50% off their design center upgrades, and which is an amazing incentive for a community like Artisan Lakes in Esplanade. It is such a beautiful community. They've got a new phase there. There's many lots to choose from, but they've got, you know, there's a great discount there. Like 50% off is a huge amount when it comes to a builder like Taylor Morrison in Esplanade. You know, I've just helped a couple in Berry Bay in Waimama. Waimama is another very up and coming town that is just south of Riverview and north of Parish. It has so much potential. I did mention in that YouTube short as well that Carolyn and we just bought an investment home in that community, as we really see the potential of where it's going. And we helped a couple build a home with Lennar Homes in there, and MI Homes, where you can get there's like 11 different floor plans that MI Homes are offering in there right now. The lowest base prices you'll find across the whole of Tampa Bay, and they've got a guarantee in there for you that if you get under contract and somebody else comes in after you and gets under contract for lower than the price that you've paid for your home, they will honor you a discount. I've not known any other builder to do that. So I would definitely look at places like Palmetto, Parish, Waimama, and definitely pockets of Bradenton. That whole area between Tampa and Sarasota. Not really seeing much in the Riverview area in terms of great opportunities. There are a few communities here and there, but I would look a little bit further south than Riverview and north of Lakewood. So, you know, communities like Lakewood, where they are the hottest areas, you know, that whole waterside section which is coming there, you know, don't expect prices to be low in there, guys, and don't expect to get incredible incentives for some of those new communities like Avanti and Nautique, those ones that are new in Lakewood, because I promise you they will be selling very, very well. If you're looking in the hottest areas, I would actually revisit those communities where people were bidding over the last couple of years. Places like Artistry in Sarasota now, there's a sniff of opportunity there now. Places like Azario in Lakewood Ranch, where again, you just couldn't get in there, guys. A year or so ago, if you went back this time last year, you could go to the model homes of those builders, and people would be lined out the door. You know, it goes to show that they are the hottest communities, and they always will be, because people were flocking to them en masse. And the only reason that people aren't moving forward in there right now is that there's a market slowdown and interest rates are higher. But I just helped a lovely couple just get a beautiful lot in Azario for $30,000, which is really, really low for a Lazio floor plan. You know, there are so many people that paid, you know, in the $200,000 to $300,000 range for lots in communities like that. There are great opportunities. So I would look at it from a standpoint of, now is the time to come back into those areas where they are absolutely going to hold their value, because the buyers that have bought and built in those communities, they have good money behind them. You know, they're not in a situation where they're going to foreclose if the market turns on them. They are more affluent areas and communities, but they're going to hold firm. They absolutely are going to hold firm, you know, because they offer something very special. They offer homes or amenities that you cannot find elsewhere. There'll be low fees, or there'll be spacious lots and things like that. They have a unique selling point. So they are the communities that I would come back and look at if you're in the market in a community which is, you know, a really hot area, somewhere like Lakewood, even areas of Wesley Chapel if we're up in Tampa. You know, there's a new community by GL Homes on the horizon, Sterling Ridge, which is coming by GL Homes, which I'll be covering soon. You're not going to get a fantastic deal in there, guys. Like, you know, if anybody is thinking that they're going to get a great deal in there, they're not, because they're going to sell a community like that 10 times over. They are going to get a lot of interest from locals and people that love GL Homes all over the country. They're a very reputable builder. But I would look at it as a standpoint as, okay, well, I'm going to get in there early because I want to pick the best lot, and I want to get in there before these base prices continue to go higher, because they inevitably will. So you have to have a different mindset if you are looking for a very high-end home in those right areas. So that's just my take on new construction homes. I would still expect around a year or so for the home to be built. We're seeing more and more quick move-in incentives on the horizon. You're definitely going to see better deals for quick move-in homes, where the builder has already predetermined what's going in the home, where the home is built. It might even be 6 months along, and in the process, the home might be completely finished already. We haven't seen any of those over the last couple of years, but they're definitely coming back now as people are have either dropped out or for whatever reason they've pulled out. I did a video on one with William Ryan Homes recently, where the couple got divorced and they either didn't end up closing on it, or you're going to see people that close on it and put it on the market right away. You're going to see things like that. So with new construction homes, I don't think that you're going to see anything too different as we progress into 2023 than where they're at now. It really just is just a case of the right location for you. We can absolutely push the boundaries on getting you better incentives, but in terms of getting some outrageous deal for you that we're just not seeing anywhere else, it's very likely not going to happen. The construction, from a construction standpoint itself, we're still having some teething problems and headaches with closings. I'm going to do a video with Carolyn in the next 30 days on some experiences that we've had with a few builders where the service has been really, really poor, and I mean really, really poor. It hasn't been like that with everybody by any means, but I do expect the labour shortage and the material shortage to lighten. I think that will improve as 2023 goes on, but we have still had some pretty poor experiences lately with a whole range of issues and just poor customer service, to be honest. You know, it's just been really, really poor. But we'll go over that at another time. Like I said, you know, I'd expect things to get a lot better moving forward, but you know, they're not overly great at the moment. I would say 1 in 2 closings I have at the moment are are coming with problems and headaches, and it's just a case of how we deal with that. You know, and obviously you know that I order a third-party home inspection. I'm there to tell you what's standard and what isn't, and what's protocol, that kind of thing. I'm obviously here to help and guide and advise you, but some things we really do have to go and advocate for, because they're just so poor, and my buyers are neglected, and they've just been treated badly. So yeah, that's the sort of things we've been getting involved with lately. Carolyn, my wife, has really been getting involved with those lately. I've been hearing her stories, and I'm like, wow. So it's not as bad as some of the things I've had, but we'll go over that with you next month. So that's pretty much it for new construction opportunities and areas right now. Like I said, the best areas that I really feel are Parish, Palmetto, Waimama, and pockets of Bradenton, you know, outside of Lakewood. And if you want those really hot communities, just don't expect a fantastic deal, and look at it from the standpoint of getting in early before the next wave of you know, a market surge comes back, and really trying to get the right deal, the best deal that you can, and definitely to try and get the best lot that will always hold great value moving forward. And just to touch on the resale market, we're definitely seeing more opportunity in the resale market than with new construction, in the sense that you will get a better discount off a home with a resale than you will with new construction. There is just no doubt about it. I have had a couple of instances where a builder has shaved maybe like 10,000 off a home. They've knocked like 5,000 or 10,000 off the lot, and then they've given a big credit towards closing costs. I have had a couple of those, not many, but with resale homes, I'll just give you 3 examples that I've had lately. This home in Savannah, in Lakewood Ranch, this was on at 800,000, and we got it for 765. Now this is a 4.375% price deduction. Might not sound too much, but I promise you, going back a year or two, especially in somewhere like Lakewood, where it is just such a highly desirable area, that it's very, very hard to get a pool home with a beautiful view, with a 3-car garage for that sort of price range. Yes, the buyers have they're going to do some renovations. They're changing the floor out. They're going to do some things that are going to improve the home. But they were so happy, and we did go through a bit of a search. I love you, Jeff and Jen, if you're watching this. You guys were absolutely awesome. This house in Plant City, this one was listed at 594,000. This is a pool home, and yeah, we actually got this one for 540,000, and that was a 9% price drop. This one wasn't going to be that low, but the inspection, I mean, it's a 1985 home, so it's got a lot of other issues that need repairing and replacement. So I think we were under contract for it for around 555, I believe, and then we got another 15,000 off on the back of the inspection report. So that's a 54,000 drop. Yeah, that's 9%. So that's a huge one. And then this home in Artisan Lakes in Palmetto, 520,000, and we got it for 495. That's a 4.8% drop. I did just help a lovely couple as well, some fellow Brits, purchase this home in Tampa, which is a townhouse, and this home we got for 389, but it was listed at 400. It was initially listed at 415, but we did get it for 389, but it was a cash offer. All of these others were financing. And so just to touch on the resale market, we are definitely seeing more of these closing costs creeping back into the resale market, where you pay closer to the asking price, and then you get like a 3% credit going towards closing costs, which is less out of pocket money or expense for you at closing. But all of my buyers recently have opted to go for a mortgage other than that cash purchase in the resale market. So again, there's discounts there, but they're nothing extraordinary. So I'm sorry if you're disappointed to not hear that people aren't getting 10%, 15% deductions, but sellers are typically holding firm. They're not in a position where they're desperate. They've got pretty much got good equity in their home, and they're just not going to give it away. And you cannot blame them for that, as you wouldn't do the same if you were in their position. So unless anything really drastically changes, that is how things are going to carry on. And if interest rates start to come down, we are absolutely going to see another surge of interested Florida home buyers. It probably isn't going to be crazy like it was before, with multiple offers and all of that bidding nonsense going on. But it's absolutely going to lift the market again, and we'll be back into a hotter market. So that's what I'm pretty much seeing out there right now. So I just wanted to do this expectation video for you. I hope it was at least helpful. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of stuff out there where there's people are putting these clickbaity kind of videos out there saying that Florida home prices crash and all this kind of stuff. Watch it, see what they have to say, but I just don't believe in giving false hope to people, or false kind of narratives, and try to reel people in with that kind of stuff for views, basically. So yeah, we'll be back for some more videos soon. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Like I said, I'm doing a lot more of these YouTube shorts now as well. Really, just if I come across a great opportunity, I can stitch it all together, put it out there right away, and you'll know about it very soon. I just did that one a few days ago at the Enclave at Twin Rivers in Parish. That home that is on that spectacular lot, it's still available at the moment. They've got a $24,000 closing cost credit. Yes, it's Lennar Homes, and I'm not their biggest fan, but there are certain times where you have to overlook, the builder and their experiences that we've had, and really for the right price and the right deal, the right lot and community, no CDD fees, things like that, you absolutely have to grab the opportunity before it goes. So check out that video if you haven't already. And yeah, thanks so much for all your support, guys. Again, I hope you had a lovely Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll be back for another video very soon.